Hello everyone. We're Group 19, featuring James, Akash, Dominic, Jim, and Victoria, and today we're going to be talking about the TEDS value-added model. Today, the TEDS value-added model is used as a framework for analyzing the relationship between people, values, and technology, answering the question, how can we add value to information to better meet the needs of people? It's essentially a framework for analyzing human needs, determining what values and subvalues will meet those needs, and then applying system processes that will add those desired values. The TEDS system provides a framework that lets us look at specific user needs and then create processes that will meet those needs and values. It's important to note that the TEDS model can also be used to analyze different systems in competition with each other. This can be useful for one individual trying to find a system that works best to meet their needs, or it can be used by one of the competitors to find ways that they can improve to meet more needs overall. It's important to note that there's a very distinct difference between TEDS and VSD. While VSD deals more with ethical values, TEDS deals more with economic or user values, values that are measurable and specific values that users can see in a system that they're using. A group from the previous week looked at UW registration through the lens of the VSD system, but today we're going to look at it through the TEDS system and look at the economic values that it gives to its users, specifically students. Is it easy to use? Not really, because if you don't know what classes you need, you have the entire catalog to choose from, and there isn't a very easy way to find classes that you'll need for your major. Is there noise reduction? In the same way, not really, because it gives you the entire catalog and then lets you narrow it down based on what you want. But if you don't know what you want, it's very difficult to sift through all the results. And is there affection? I don't know about you, but I've never had an amazing experience with the registration system, so I'm not particularly thrilled every time I have to use it. It's important to note that the modern TEDS value-added model has a wide range of applications today. It can be used in the development of new systems based on the needs of people, or it can be used to modify, improve, or otherwise enhance existing systems for needs that are changing over time, or for the needs of people from different demographics. The banking industry is a clear example of how organizations have applied the TEDS model in order to improve current banking systems in order to meet customer needs. With continuous and rapid advancements in technology, banks need to provide easier access to customer accounts as well as accessibility on the go in order to compete. With new features such as the introduction of mobile apps, as well as the introduction of mobile check deposit, banks are hoping to meet the new and ever-changing needs of customers by adding new values to their systems. Today we're going to be looking at two different banks, Bank of America and Chase, and look at the approaches that each of them have taken to enhance their online banking systems in an attempt to meet customer needs, provide easier access to customer accounts, as well as accessibility on the go in order to compete. Both bank websites allow for very easy login so that a customer can quickly access the homepage that contains basic account information such as account balances. Bank of America, however, sacrifices more simplicity and elegance in their design in favor of providing a lot more information and links for other resources for the customer to use. On the one hand, this does create a more cluttered user interface that might be a little overwhelming to some, but it also gives certain customers access to more information immediately. Chase keeps the homepage more simplified, which is great in terms of simplicity and very easily seeing the information you want, but might make it more difficult to find other information. Both of these banks take a different approach to security. For Chase, the login process is very quick, requiring only a username and passcode to access your homepage. For Bank of America, some of this simplicity is sacrificed for extra security. After you input your username and passcode, you're redirected to another page that requires additional security information before you can access your accounts. On the one hand, this extra level of security protects your information. On the other hand, it also makes the login process much more lengthy and difficult for some. One of the most useful features we've seen added in recent times is the addition of mobile banking and mobile check deposit. Chase was one of the first large banks to introduce this feature, which was an instant success, saving customers lots of time by allowing them to just take pictures of their checks to deposit them into their accounts on the go. Once other companies saw this happening, they also added this value to their systems in order to meet customer needs. Remember, the TEDS framework is important because it lets us look at what people need, what kinds of values and subvalues will meet those needs, and then what kind of processes we can add to information systems so we can add those values. It can be used in the development of new systems, in the redesign or analysis of existing systems, like with the UW registration, or for analyzing different systems that are in the same area, such as the online banking example with Chase and Bank of America. In combination with VSD, TEDS gives us a system to really look at information systems and how they're serving the needs of people. In combination with VSD, TEDS gives us a system to really look at information systems and how they're serving the needs of people. As cultures grow, technology evolves, and society becomes even more interconnected, systems like TEDS are crucial for us to make information systems meet the constantly changing and growing needs of people. Thanks, everyone.